Hello, my feline friends. This is Unikitten. In our last episode, we helped Walter get his R&D department back on track. We listened to all of their proposals, gave them 100,000 credits, and ran some missions so they could collect data off of our ship using sensors. Once all of that was completed, they sent Walter a completed new ship design, and then Walter gifted us one of the new ships. It's ugly. It's a piece of junk, but it maneuvers well and can go long distances. Does not have sleeping quarters, crafting, or any good weapons. Oh well, I didn't need a ship, but I did want an RV spaceship, so I can go on vacation. In today's episode, we're headed to Mars. Well, we're already on Mars, actually, to clear out some missions, and so let's get to it. Oh yeah, I already switched back to my ship.
Sonia. I will be finding red dust in my clothing for days after we leave.
You will. I have a couple of different missions down here. Actually, like 3 of them that I know of. I'm not 100% sure what they are about. I've forgotten. But we shall see.
Anyone actually enjoys living here? I simply cannot.
I don't think they do. Living in basically a lockdown building all the time, I don't think it would be fun.
Mars isn't forever.
Oh, there they are. Hey, Mitch.
Hey! Haven't seen you around here before. Did you just move in?
I just dropped by because I heard you needed some help.
Oh, yeah? Word gets around, I guess. Well, if you got a way to get off world, then maybe you can help. I found out recently that my favorite book series, Dragonstar Force, had a very limited initial run. I really want to collect all the first editions, but it's hard for me to get them shipped all the way out here. I already tracked down Volume 1. Could you go buy it and bring it back here for me? I'll pay you back, of course. Plus, extra for your trouble.
Sure, I can do that for you. Do you know my stepdaughter named Cora?
You will? Wow, you're the first person to actually agree to do it. Thanks. Like I said, I'll make it worth it to you. You won't regret it.
Alright. I gotta go buy a book. Dragonstar Force book, huh? I probably should have asked him what this book is about. I just assumed D&D /
Will we be stopping for food?
Star Wars.
I would not mind trying something, and there are plenty of options.
Well, if I thought you would actually eat it, I would. First, I thought the quest marker was saying I needed to talk to that random dude out on the street. Like, oh, I'm just gonna buy some book from some random dude. Got it. Totally know who I'm buying it from. But that apparently was not it. In this game, they seriously need, like, space trucking. Hi, Zoe.
The trade authority does quite well for itself down here. And clearly they share little of the
If
credits
there's
they
something you
make.
need, no matter what it is, either I have it or I can get it. Be my guest.
It has a very Game of Thrones look to it. Interesting. But I guess that's what I'm buying. Thanks, Zoe.
You won't find a better selection or more pleasure dealing with you.
That was simple enough. Although I was kind of hoping for, something that was going to send me around Mars and not, back to New Atlantis. My uncle really wanted to be a part of one of the first manned missions to Mars. He's convinced that, the best people for the job would be, elderly people that wouldn't be missed, that were in really, not so much missed, but, you don't want to send a 20-year-old in case you can't bring him back. So, he being, he's 70-something now, thinking that, and he's really good health. He's like, we're the best for the mission, because if we don't make it back, it's okay. So, I don't know if he still has that dream. Or if we'll go to Mars. Oh, he moved. Or if we'll end up going to Mars before he passes away. Yep. Not here. Must be above.
Mars is so...
United Colonies asks much of its workers. Apparently not.
Hey, kid. Got your book.
It's gonna be great to have that Dragon Star Force book in my collection. Oh, did you find the book, Dragon Star Force Volume 1, The Heroes of the Dragon Star?
I did. Yeah, I've got it right here. Now, hold on a second. This one was hard to get. I want a little extra. Yep, got it right here, kid.
Wow! I can't believe you actually went and got it for me. I really appreciate you helping me out. Here's something for your trouble.
Not bad. Alright, mission complete. Mars children look different than the New Atlantis children. Now we gotta talk to some other dude. Speak to Trevor. Alright, Trevor. What do you need? Well, where are you first? Central Hub. There he is.
fair word.
Hello,
Take it all so seriously,
Trevor.
I always tell my mates. We're pulling rocks out of the ground, not building spaceships. Welcome, welcome. Nice to meet you. Name's Trevor, mining director for the Deimos mining project here in scenic underground Sidonia. I could spare a minute or two to chat, so long as you're not looking for mining work, I suppose.
I used to do mining work for Argos. I was hoping you'd have work, but it doesn't sound like it. How goes the mining operation here on Mars? So you must be the boss around here? What's with the klaxons? That detonation announcement I heard.
Oh, that! Oh, nothing to worry about. We do fracking on Mars with subterranean particle detonations. Those announcements are just to let people know when to expect them. Now, you probably felt the rumble when the detonations actually go off. That's all it is. Not too bad, eh?
Can get annoying. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
no worries, mate. I can totally see how it'd be odd if you're not used to it. Just sit down, or be sure you're within reach of something to hold on to if the quaking makes you uneasy. You'll be fine.
So you must be the boss around here?
Yep, that's me. Joined up with Deimos when I was just 17 as a mining gopher. Go for this, go for that, you know how it is. I worked hard, proved myself capable, and got the promotion to mining director about 6 years ago, after the old boss retired. Some of the older guys resent me, but I give everyone a lot of leeway as long as they meet their quotas. So that keeps them happy enough.
I used to do mining work for Argos. I was hoping you'd have work.
Argos, huh? Yeah, I've heard of them. That's great, but yeah, unfortunately all our mining contracts are filled right now. Unless, maybe you could help me out with a job. Off the books.
Really? Depends on what it is, but let's hear what you've got.
Great! I promise it's nothing that'll get anyone in any kind of trouble. See, you might have noticed that our equipment ain't exactly holding together like it used to. Problem is, we can't get new equipment unless we start exceeding our quotas. And we can't do that until we get new equipment. A real dilemma, right? I've got a plan for solving our little problem, though.
Sure, tell me the plan.
Okay, glad you're still on board. First, I need someone from the outside to bolster our yields so we can prove that we can exceed our quota. I'll fill you in on the rest of the details after you've hauled up some ore. One standard quota should do. I need to know I can trust you with the easy stuff first.
Are you sure you're not just exploiting me for free labor?
Of course not. I'll pay you out of my own pocket. I care about my miners, even if corporate doesn't understand our struggles down here. I'm willing to put in some sacrifices to help. That's just the kind of guy I am. If I had the credits to buy all the equipment myself, I would. But this is the next best thing.
Alright, sounds easy, I'll do it.
When you've got enough, drop it off in the bin over there for processing. Then come see me.
Alright. Guess we're gonna go do some mining. Need some iron. Where am I gonna find this iron? Well, obviously not here. What did they get to mine inside, but you're gonna make me go outside? That's not fair. I think what I'm gonna do is gonna try buying some iron, because it's only like 10 pieces. And do that first, and see if that progresses the quest. Yes, I need iron. That might be the only problem. Might not have enough pieces. He only had 4. Wonder if the trade authority people have any more.
for anything? Cool. Let's go.
Yes, iron. You don't have any?
Come back anytime.
Thanks. Well, might have to go mine it after all if nobody has any for sale.
Crimes at an all-time low.
Maybe I should check my ship out, see if my ship has any before I go mine it. Because I'm a lazy miner. Oh, nice, I do. I don't know if it updated my quest. Yep, it did. I just didn't see it flash. Took me more time in loading to get the iron than actually getting the iron.
The Lux condos are anything special.
I need like a parachute in this game. Okay, let's go back to Trevor.
Okay, that all you mind is really gonna bolster our numbers.
Okay, I dropped it off as you requested.
Great. Now, the next part is a little tricky. Our Director of Mining Operations, Peter Brennan, fired his last assistant over a month ago. Peter's the only one who can approve the order for new equipment, and unfortunately, he's useless without an assistant. I think I've got a surefire way for you to get that job. Then you, as his assistant, can get him to sign off on the approval.
Wait, you want me to become an assistant? Wouldn't it just be easier to ask him to approve it?
You don't think I've tried? Like I said, the guy is literally useless without his assistant. I don't even know if he knows how to actually use a computer. And everything Deimos does is so mired in bureaucracy because of their contracts with the UC. Which means, unfortunately, we need to do all the things by the book if we want them done at all.
Alright. I can
Hold
try
on,
the
it's
job.
not that easy. You'll need to apply for it like anyone else. Head to the Deimos Star Yard's office up in orbit to fill out the application. It's where that job is posted. Come back and see me when you've done that, and we'll talk about how to secure the position for you.
Alright. I don't know why I have to like travel to use a terminal. Don't you guys have like portable computers at all like we do in today's world? It's supposed to be futuristic.
If you need something, I've got your back.
Thanks, Sarah.
Dusty. Dusty.
What?
Dusty.
Barrett.
Happy to listen.
Pressure normalized, and we're docked.
It is good to be back in our own ship.
Good day, Captain.
Hi, Vasco.
Deimos and the UC are inexorably tied together.
Ah, it's nice to
If
see
one
someone not in
fails, the other
uniform.
does.
They can be so touchy, you
I might
know?
not mind seeing that.
Always eager to point out the slightest problem. Oh, please tell me you aren't secretly some high-ranking general, are you?
I'm the Grand Generalissimo of the Settled Systems. No, I'm a civilian. You're not military then?
Oh, I was. Most of us at Deimos served in the UC Navy in one capacity or another. I mustered out as a chief warrant officer. Pretty good for a non-com, eh? But there is a lot of top brass around here, so you have to always be at your best.
Alright, well, I'm a civilian.
What a relief. I assume you're here for a ship. Either that, or you are really, really lost. Mr. Henderson handles sales, but if you want to know anything about our ships, I'm your gal.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you're a lot more energetic than the others around here. I read there's delivery jobs you offer. How'd you learn so much about ships? What's low down on the ships here?
Oh yeah? Well, I take that as a compliment. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It can be pretty hard working with these no-nonsense military types. Oops. Yeah, I probably shouldn't say things like that, at least not so loudly. I've already been written up twice this week. I can only take so many lectures. Man, I could really use a drink.
Glass of water would be a healthier option.
Yeah, but who thinks to themselves, man, I could really use a nice glass of water after a hard day? What I could really use is Jake's Stout, from Jake's Bar in New Atlantis, of course. Or The Well, to be more specific. I used to love that place when I lived there. I mean, Jake isn't friendly, but he can make a pretty good drink. Say, you're the traveling type, right? Would you mind grabbing me one of Jake's Stouts?
Sure.
Awesome! Thank you so much. I eagerly await your return.
Alright. Talk to you later.
Oh, yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Deimos ships are responsible for countless
We gotta go upstairs, Andresia. Please don't stand in the doorway.
No other ship can hold a candle to a Deimos.
Alright. Resource listing job posting executive assistant. Seeking a highly motivated individual to assist the executive in charge of mining operations and day-to-day responsibilities. Prior executive assistant experience preferred but not necessary. Must be willing to relocate to Sandonia. Internship is unpaid with option for permanent role at end of contract. Duties and responsibility. Providing administrative assistance, which may include drafting and editing communications on the executive's behalf and keeping memos, managing the executive's daily calendar, organizing meetings and appointments, performing minor accounting. Required skills and qualifications: strong interpersonal skills, written and verbal communication skills, time management and organizational skills, ability to proactively solve problems and make decisions in the interest of the executive, and ability to multitask. Apply for job. How many years of experience do you have as an executive, administrative, or other corporate assistant? 1 to 4 years. What is the highest level of education you have completed? I have a master's, of course. You will now be asked a series of questions to help us assess your competence for this role. Please answer honestly to the best of your ability. The executive wants you to bring them a whiskey. Neat. What does that mean? They want to drink booze on the job. That's what. Trick questions. Executives aren't allowed to drink on the job. A VIP arrives at the office for a meeting with the executive, who is inexplicably running late. What should you do? Entertain the client with jokes until the executive arrives. Reschedule the client's meeting with the exec for another time. Offer drinks. Apologize. Assure that the exec will return soon. Nothing. Never speak with the client without exec approval. Reschedule. A malfunction prevents the executive starship from starting up, and they need to go to an important off-world meeting soon. What course of action do you take? Offer them the use of your old banged-up ship. Contact the client and cancel the meeting, rescheduling for another day. Use the company credits to immediately charter an expensive luxury craft. Get their ship towed to the shop. It's okay if they are late. Sure, we'll get them a luxury craft. While handling the executive's email, you come across a message from someone claiming to have damaging information about the executive. What should you do? Take the info to the board of directors so they can handle it. Ignore the email completely, then block the sender. Confront the exec and blackmail them in hopes of getting a big raise. Do that one. That one's always the best option. Ask the executive how they want it handled and then never speak it of again. The executive contacts you and asks you to see them in their office in the middle of the night. You can tell they are drunk. What do? Immediately go to their office to take care of them until they sober up. Ignore them and go back to sleep. The executive probably won't remember. Contact security and let them deal with it. Go and do whatever they want, even if it would damage their character. Go to their office and take care of them. Please be aware that all answers are final and will be reviewed when considering your application. If you would like to change an answer now, select the option to start over. Otherwise, proceed to submit application. Submit. Alright, thank you for your interest in Deimos and for submitting your application. We will review your skills and experience and let you know if we feel you're a good match for the position. We appreciate you choosing Deimos. Okay.
It's not even close.
Alright, let's see if we got the job.
You should be honored to stay here.
This is United Colony Space.
Yeah.
Maintain current course
I
while
know.
we scan for contraband.
I was just here. You should know I have none.
Scan complete. Welcome to Mars. You are cleared to land at Sidonia.
Thank you. Hopefully I don't have to work for him for long before I could get him to approve the new equipment. On July 25th, 1976, the Viking 1 orbiter spacecraft took its first photos of the Sidonia region of Mars. Among them was an image of what appeared to be a humanoid face on the surface of Mars. The image inspired the imaginations of millions, cementing humanity's passion for space exploration and once again begging the question, are we alone out there? Later, photography would reveal that the face was no more than a mountain, shadows, and perhaps humanity's greatest case of pareidolia, a tendency to perceive specific, meaningful, imaginary imagery in an otherwise ambiguous or random visual pattern. Nevertheless, the legend of the face on Mars remains an important inspiration for many to this day.
Don't worry, we're gonna make sure you get that job. Trust me, this is the best shot we've got at getting that request approved.
I filled out the application. It was
Okay,
boring.
now we need to ensure you get hired. Basically, we'll need to make sure you're the only choice. To do that, you'll need to get access to the HR terminal in the corporate office upstairs on the main level.
Of course.
If you delete the other applications from the system, you'll be a shoo-in.
Sounds easy enough, I'll do it. I'm not comfortable with this, but I'll do it if it helps the miners. How can I gain access to the HR computer? Isn't HR going to think it's odd the applications were deleted?
Believe me, if you knew Tia, you wouldn't worry. I'll be honest, she's so overworked and behind in her tasks that I don't even think she knows there are any applications. That's a good point, though. Once your application is in, I'll ping her and ask her to take a look to see if any applications came in for me. That should get her to finally take a look. See yours, and if all goes well, she'll hire you on the spot.
I'm not comfortable with this, but I'll do it if it helps the miners.
I know it might feel shady, but think of it more like uncorking an unnecessary bottleneck. It's going to help us all. By the way, the HR password is password spelled backwards, which Tia thinks is pretty clever. She gets talkative during happy hour and loud. Surprised everyone doesn't know her password, honestly. Anyway, should be pretty easy. Good luck.
All right. Although I think he should go do it since he already knows all that information.
Deimos. One of the earliest shipbuilders, and desperate to remain relevant.
I mean, she's on it.
Another long day.
How am I supposed to use a terminal she's on?
The miners pretty much run the lower levels here.
Let's see if she'll go take a break. Andreja, can you...
Anyone else coming with?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, she left. Good. Good, good, good. Alright. Let's delete apps. There's my application. Delete. Macaulay, delete. Aaron, delete. Nyla, delete. Alright, I am the last applicant. They're going to be so disappointed when I quit. What kind of messages do you have? Mining equipment company reminder search. He's at it again. Peter seems to think the messaging program is some sort of search function again. At least he's using the computer, I guess. Jilly. Search. Where to find good whiskey. Due to new regulations in the United Colonies market, all new ships from January 1, 2331 onward require coolant pumps grade E or above. We should be compliant as of this year, but please triple check that all coolant pump purchases and installations so we can continue to bring our products to all citizens in the settled systems. And I know this isn't the right place to bring this up, but I can't seem to get a response from Peter. Our tools are falling apart and we really need new ones. Can you ping him, maybe throw a wad of paper at him to get his attention? Something. He's an executive, for crying out loud. I know he's someone's rich son, but this is getting ridiculous. Trevor. Okay. I guess we go back to Trevor, see if we got the job.
Procedure 00579.
Alright, Trevor.
Worry. We're gonna make sure you get that job.
I did it. I made sure I was the only applicant.
And I can say that I've got some good news for you. I just saw the company message go out that you've been hired as Peter's assistant.
Woohoo!
Congratulations.
I'm ready for the next step of your plan. What happens if they figure out what we're doing? Don't you feel bad about the other applicants?
Not really, and neither should you. Either those applications were old and those people have moved on, or as soon as you disappear after this, they'll get to hiring again.
What's the next step of your plan?
Next step should be easy. Just go to work for Peter, and when you get access to his terminal messages, you'll see my request. All you've got to do is approve that request, and we'll be right on with it. Then, we can get that new equipment and show corporate how it's done.
Alright. Alright. Now I have to go to work. I hope my clothing is business casual enough. Should be. Nice sari dress I got.
I wish there was more to do around here.
Hey, boss.
Do you work for me?
I do. I'm your new assistant.
Hard to keep track these days. Oh, you're finally back. I feel like you've been gone for ages. Do you know how tough this job is without an assistant?
I think you're mistaking me for your previous assistant. I'm here now and ready to work.
Good. Now, let's meet. You look a bit different than I remember. Did you go to Enhance? No. Now I remember. They told me they sent me someone new. Anyway, when they told me how poorly you did on your application questions, I had my doubts. But at least you showed up on time, so maybe there's hope. Well, enough chit-chat. Let's get to work.
Sure, just point me at your computer and I'll get to your messages. Fine, whatever. Tell me what to do and I'll go do it. Actually, sir, it's break time. I'll be right back.
Not quite. I need you to do something much more important before you get to that. I'm expecting a personal shipment. I'm not sure why, but the last time this happened, my assistant ended up speaking to Governor Hurst about it. Now, run off and get it for me.
What happened to your last assistant? What do we do here exactly? Can you tell me about yourself? What's in this shipment?
What's in the shipment? A good assistant knows it's not their place to ask. Bad assistants get fired. Mediocre assistants get... You know what? I forgot where I was going with this, but it doesn't matter. Just get it for me, will you? Also, I don't quite remember. But it is important, that I know.
What happened to your last assistant?
I don't know. At first I thought I had multiple assistants that rotated in and out, but it seems I've only ever had one at a time and they all just stopped showing up. I believe my last assistant was supposed to get me some coffee, but never came back. I honestly wasn't listening to whatever they were crying about.
You're a terrible manager. Alright, I'll go get your shipment. If it'll let me get to your computer.
Bring your child to work day is not an officially sanctioned holiday, and that it is not advised to allow children into potentially dangerous work sites.
All right,
couldn't be prouder
Governor.
to be governing the UC's first major space colony.
Hello. Welcome. I don't usually have time to speak with random people off the street, but I'd be happy to help if it's something quick.
What can I do for you?
I was just hoping to ask you some questions. I'm just passing through, sorry to bother you. Actually, there's something important I need from you.
Something important, huh? Well, lay it out for me.
Governor Hurst, I'm here on behalf of Peter Brennan. What's there to do around here? What is Cydonia known for? What's it like being governor of Mars? Is there any work around here for someone like me? I'm here on behalf of Peter.
Well then, you've been quite busy making a name for yourself, haven't you?
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's okay. You can drop the act with me.
It sounds as though you have been spying on us, Governor.
Not exactly spying. Word gets around and I'm one to listen when it does. I like to know what goes on in my city. So look, I admire a go-getter like yourself. You're not in trouble unless you make trouble. And I don't think you're the type.
I know you're not really Mr. Brennan's assistant. I don't know exactly what you're up to, but I have little reason to suspect you're up to no good. So let's cut to brass tacks. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for Mr. Brennan's personal shipment. He says you might know what happened to it.
Oh, I know exactly what happened to that shipment. However, I suspect Mr. Brennan neglected to tell you that I'm holding it due to his immense backlog of unpaid taxes. Then again, he may be unaware. Look, I'll tell you what. I'll release that shipment for you. But I'm going to need a favor first, since you seem to be adept at keeping quiet. See, my personal spacecraft was stolen, likely by Crimson Fleet pirates. I need someone to find it. Then I need that someone to destroy it. Discreetly. I need tight lips on this.
Deal. I do this for you, you get me that shipment. If your craft was stolen by pirates, why not ask Sisteth? Why is it important to destroy the ship?
Well, this is a tricky situation indeed. Not to get bogged down in details, but assuming this is the work of pirates, it's best to destroy the ship and everybody on board. Makes it cleaner for insurance purposes.
Why not ask Sisteth?
Oh, it's a few reasons. I don't want this mired in their process. Also, it's a bit of an embarrassment for a sitting governor to lose a ship, so I'd rather that not get out. I'm sure you understand.
Alright, I'll do this for you.
Agreement. I'll send you to the ship's last known location. Remember, not a word of this leaves this room.
Alright. I guess we're gonna go find a stolen ship. He probably had women on it. Or men. Paying for sex. Got him into trouble. Politicians are all alike. Probably gonna board it just so I can find out for myself before I destroy it. Or I'm just gonna steal it so I can sell it. Alright, Vasco, let's go.
Taking off immediately, or are there other matters that require your attention?
We're taking off immediately, Andrasia.
Ready here.
So.
Recalculating. And orbit stabilizing. Perfect.
Thanks, Barrett. Alright, where is this stolen ship? In Uranus. Alright.
Hey Dad, wanna hear a poem I wrote? It's called a haiku. I just read it out loud.
A haiku, huh?
Sokka likes
Sounds exciting. Let's
haikus.
hear it.
Okay. It's called Space. Space is cold and dark. Starships fly there like comets, carrying us all.
Not bad. Hey, will you write it down so I can carry a copy with me?
Hey, friend.
I'll copy down
Don't
too.
mean to bother you.
You know how you lose
I could
things.
really use some help.
I still don't know how you lost that
Someone
picture of Nichols the comic.
Alright, hush, Cora.
I've been drifting alone here for 2 days without help.
Let me level with you. I've come to take back what ain't yours, but I'm willing to make a deal. Let me board. I'm a Crimson Fleet pirate like you, and I'm here to help. Sorry, I got strict orders to destroy you. Let me board.
Wait, you on the account? Alright, come on board. I hope you've got some extra ship parts for repairs, because we're going to need it to get this thing back to base.
Okay. That was simple. He must not have been paying attention to the news lately and know how we helped defeat the key, but that's okay. The less he knows, the better.
Nice clean dock, Captain.
Thank you, Sarah.
Your ship is way bigger than Dad's.
Well, technically, my ship is his ship now. We're married. And all that shared property stuff. I should have got a prenup.
Watch for corners or hiding spots. They know this ship better than we do.
So, you're a pirate? Please. We know you're not really with the fleet. Word of advice? Learn the lingo before you attempt anything so stupid again. You've got two choices. We need ship parts to repair our busted craft drive. Hand them over along with your ship, and maybe we'll let you leave. Or we dust you and take it anyway.
Or I dust
you.
you.
To the count of 20 before I make that choice for you.
Wait, I think we can all walk away from this and get what we want. Or third choice, I kill you all and carry out the remainder of my mission.
Death it is!
Move, Andreja, so I can kill him. Good. Goodbye. Where are your friends? Oh, there's one. Oh, good job. Or did you get him? Yes, good job, Andreja. Yes, go get their head. Oh, behind you. Alright, pirate. Oh, I see you down there hiding. Come up here. Haha. Oh, there's no way you should be alive after that grenade. Get him, Andreja.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
Don't worry.
Do they even try?
It's pretty pathetic to steal somebody's ship and then sit and then beg for people to give you parts because you dead in the water, basically. Or dead in space. I'm asking that you take care of the ship and anyone on board. I don't care how you do it. I just want to be rid of this problem before someone catches on. If someone finds out that I'm having an affair, see, I knew it had to do something with sex, and that the woman involved ran off with my government-issued ship, I'm sure you'd understand that it would be very bad for me. I'd like to get ahead of that and just chalk it up to a simple theft and destruction. I repeat, the ship must be destroyed, or we shall consider the terms of your payment null and void. Governor Glenn Hurst. Should have kept it in your pants. Or kept your keys under lock and key. Or in the safe. Out of... This is it. Didn't mean to kill you. I don't think. Whoever finds this, my name is Sylvia Skolas. I have been drifting with no fuel for over a week now, and with no signs of rescue. To all those I have wronged, I wish I could say I'm sorry, but truth is, I don't know that if that's true. This isn't how I would have liked to die, but the guilt and the uncertainty have driven me to take my own life. Goodbye. Oh, she unalived herself. I did not have anything to do with her death. Alright, well, that's a tragic end for her, I guess. Crimson Fleet must have just found it and tried to scavenge the ship, but didn't think to bring any parts along with them. That was still dumb on their part. Nothing really too remarkable about his ship. Oh, it won't let me steal it. That's bogus. Guess I have no choice but to destroy it. But I still have the slate of evidence of what he was doing. Ooh, stuffed animals. Alright, guess I'll undock and destroy it.
Say the word, and we shall be on our way.
Guess it's optional to destroy it. I shall leave it out here and hope he gets caught. I think I'm gonna go ahead and blow it up. Then I can blackmail him, because I'll have the only evidence. So if he doesn't give me what I want...
We're free and clear for flight.
Well, we're gonna destroy this ship first. Goodbye, government ship. So the governor had an affair. His friend stole his ship. I think what it was is he hired the Crimson Fleet to actually obtain the ship and destroy it for him. But the person who stole the ship was stranded for whatever reason, and the Crimson Fleet just ended up... The Crimson Fleet ended up stranded just as much as the girl. So, what a mess. But if it gets us that shipment for Peter, then we can go give the dumb Peter his shipment, and then we can access his terminal. All right, Governor.
I hope you're taking care of our little problem. It's good to see you. I'm eager to conclude our business together.
I'm back. Now let's talk about your end of the deal. What's there to do around here? Oh, so we're not going to discuss you did on that ship.
Take care of my little problem?
I destroyed the ship, whatever it is. Your secret is safe. I found your note to the pirates. Seems like it'd be real bad for you if people knew. How about you pay me a little extra to keep this all quiet?
Really? Your move here is blackmail?
You hush, Andreja.
I see how it is. Tell you what, say you really do have this alleged note, and we're thinking of using it against me. If you're so inclined, I'll take it off your hands instead, and compensate you far more than releasing Mr. Brennan's shipment of goods. Then you and I part ways and never speak of this again. Do we have an understanding?
Deal. Take the note, and I'll stay quiet. No deal. I like the idea of having leverage on you. Why'd you work with the Crimson Fleet anyway? Why not hire a private force?
Come on, don't make me have to explain it to you. Private security leaves a paper trail. Obviously, that's not a good look, so I had to go where that's not a concern. Hence the pirates, hence you. Got it? Now, about that note.
Deal. Take the note, and I'll stay quiet.
You know, you're supposed to destroy the ship, not board it. And even though I don't take kindly to blackmail, I'm making the right move by agreeing to keep this matter under wraps. The way I figure, no one will believe you without proof anyway now. So with this exchange, we'll see to it the real story stays between us. Not take Brennan's package and your compensation and get out of my damn sight.
Well, he paid pretty good for that. See, Andreja, we should have done it. He paid well. And it's okay to blackmail someone doing bad things.
Right then, assistant.
Hello, Peter.
Let's see. I know there's something I need you to do for me. My shipment. Do you have it yet?
I do. Yes, here you go. Yeah, I've got it. This better be worth the trouble. Yeah, but I had to do some real shady stuff for Hearst to get it. Also, you owe taxes. Do you have any idea how hard it was to get this? Here you go.
Yes, I'll take that. Now, I've probably got some important messages I need you to take care of for me while I attend to some other important matters at hand. You'll need my password. Remember, if you reply to anything, try to mimic my style and speech patterns. You know, for consistency.
Alright, got it.
Have a good one.
You too. Yep, his daily planner. There, I do want to see what's in his daily planner, after all. It appears to be completely blank, except for one date from several years ago that simply reads, "Buy a new belt." Okay, yeah. How? Nepotism. That's how you got into this job. Got it. Messages. Meeting request, psyche valve, shipment. Hello. Alright, meeting request. I'm looking forward to meeting you to discuss our potential partnership. I know opportunities to buy Martian ore don't come very often, so I want you to know I'm willing to make a very generous offer. But let's discuss in person, shall we? My schedule is flexible, so tell me what works for you. Kind regards, Javier Lindholm. Alright. Psych eval. He probably does need a psych eval. Peter, your psychological evaluation turned up some interesting stuff. I think it would be good for you to come speak with me sometime so I can make sure you understood the questions properly and you can provide some clarity on your answers. For instance, I think you may have completely misunderstood question number 6. I'm not even sure that person works on Mars, let alone for this company. Let's chat a bit and try to resolve this so I can submit a proper evaluation. Thanks, Jelly. Shipment. I'm writing to you to let you know that you have an outstanding tax balance. As a consequence, we've held up a shipment for you in hopes that it will motivate you to speak with us and come pay off your balance so that we can release it to you. As we value Deimos as a local business, we don't wish to see this escalated any further than it needs to due to personal matters such as this. Thank you for understanding, Glenn Hurst, Governor of Sendonia. Well, we took care of that. Hello, loser. Well, that's not nice. Since I learned that you don't even check your work computer for actual work purposes, I realize I can say anything I want here and you'll never know. Blarg. Boogity boogity boo. See, I can just say nonsense if I want, and it doesn't matter. But here's some real truth for you. You've got a BO problem. You're lazy and incompetent. You're an entitled trust fund kid who lucked into your position because of who you know, but not even that, it's because of who your daddy knows. Yet they can't fire you because it'd be bad for the company for some reason. What a joke. You never even learned my name. I was your assistant for 3 damn years. It's Tim. It's not even hard to say. It's 3 letters. Working for you made me so mad, I'm glad I quit. I bet you didn't even notice. Tim O'Shea. Angry, angry, angry. Anyway, let's get to the requests. PTO policy. Some of us, self-included, have been working hard here for almost 15 years, but we're still stuck with the standard 10 days off per calendar year. Now, I'm grateful for the employment, but I've heard from some buddies back home that they get 15 days PTO once they hit 10 years of service. Any chance we can do the same? Thank you. Yes, I will approve that. Replacement mining equipment. This is what we came for. Note, our current mining equipment is woefully insufficient to yield results matching our quotas. It's older than most of our miners. Our tools break down, they jam. A lot of time is wasted on fixing them to operable condition. As you can see, we've been able to just barely match our current quotas as per the conditions you set, which should help make the difference in initial costs for this request. But if we had upgraded equipment, we'd be able to increase our mining yields by at least an additional 75%, which would increase our overall profits. Approve. What I came here for. Return to quests. Drink selection. Note, I just want the company to offer some different drink options for the break area. Thanks. Sure. Messages. Note, I've gotten word from the other executives that you haven't been applying to your messages in a timely manner. I'm writing this request in hopes that you or your assistant, when we hire one, might see it here and get on that. Approve. Got it. Okay, everybody should be happy. And then his assistant will take over when they hire a new one. Oh, I almost didn't make it.
I hope I didn't make it. I wonder what's taking Hank so long.
I'm back. I managed to approve your request.
I saw. Good work. See? I knew having someone on the inside like that would work out. I've already put in an order for the equipment. I was going to ask you to pick it up for me, but there's a problem. One of my guys, Hank Ferraro, offered to go. I tried to tell him he'd be more useful sticking to his job here, but he insisted. He was already on his way out before I could stop him. But it shouldn't be taking this long. Just a quick trip to Gagarin and back. I'm concerned. I could use some help with this.
Yeah, no problem. Only if you pay me well. What do you think happened?
I don't know. Maybe he got hit by pirates. Maybe he's out of fuel, drifting. Maybe he just stopped for chunks. Anyway, something's up, and it doesn't seem good. Since you've proven yourself so skilled in so many ways, I was hoping to call on you for it. So, you in?
Sure, no problem.
Oh, thanks. This is a huge help. You'll be happy to know I actually carved out some of the budget so I can pay you for all of your assistance. We don't currently have much information to go on. I'd suggest checking with Sidonia Ship Services over at the Starfield first. They'd be the last person I know that's seen Hank. It's all I've got without sending you all the way to Gagarin to retrace his steps. Good luck.
Alright, I guess we're gonna see what happened to Hank. I have the feeling we're gonna end up on Gagarin anyway. Okay, we'll go here, and they'll say, here's his flight path, and then we'll go there, and then one thing will lead to another, and we'll be in orbit of Gagarin before we know it.
Got anything you need to offload? Trader need some work done?
No. I'd like to view and modify my ships. I'm looking for information on Hank Ferraro. I was told he passed through here.
Let's see here. Hank. Known by that name. Oh, wait. Here we go. Henry Ferraro. Hank's gotta be his nickname. Yeah, he's been through here. Took his ship and departed. Actually, it looks like he came back into Mars space recently. But he didn't land here at the spaceport. The ship diverted and landed outside the city a ways.
Ooh, he's selling the stuff, I bet. Maybe I don't have to go to Gagarin. Thanks, I'm going to go back to Trevor with this information and get to the bottom of this. Why would he avoid landing at the port? Do you have any other information? Did Hank say anything when he departed?
Nothing out of the ordinary. Got a ship and left. Tried and failed to get a discount on fueling up. That's about it.
Why would he avoid landing at port?
I've been doing this job for years, and I can't think of many reasons someone would come in for landing, but divert somewhere else. I've seen people try to offload some sort of contraband that way, but usually they don't do a flyby of the port before doing so. And scans would have picked it up, so I don't know. You're gonna have to ask them yourself, if you manage to track him down, that is.
Thanks. I'm gonna go back to Trevor with this information and get to the bottom.
Yeah, something seems off about this. You're probably right that you need to work this out with your boss. Maybe some wires got crossed. Anyway, good luck and good day to you.
Yep, something's not right. Maybe he's being blackmailed, just like we did. Only we should be able to blackmail. Or he just doesn't know how to land proper. Or he thinks he'll get away with, contraband. I don't know. I guess we'll find out, won't we?
I wonder what's taking Hank so long. I hope I didn't make a mistake by letting Hank go.
You probably did. Ship services said that Hank returned but didn't land at the port.
That's a little suspicious. Why would he do that? Moreover, why wouldn't he return with the goods? Something's definitely up. I asked around while you were gone. Some of his co-workers mentioned there's been a little extra, Hank lately. In particular, he was cursing up a storm about work and about his co-workers. Said some things that make me think his intentions here were not pure. Anyway, he's not too bright. Maybe he's still here in Sidonia. Check the Broken Spear. He frequently goes there to drink. We need to get to the bottom of this.
Alright. I'll try to find him and the missing equipment. What would Hank do with all that equipment?
Dunno. Hank's kind of a weird guy. He never fit in with the team. Tended to act a little sketchy. Always figured he'd be done after one contract. Guy like Hank? Maybe he's just looking to sell it on the black market and earn an extra paycheck. Can't say for sure.
What should I do with him if he's guilty of stealing the equipment?
Well, see if you can get him to admit it first. And if he does, see if you can get it back from him. If he resists, or otherwise won't tell you what we need to know, then we may have to turn him in. I trust that Sidonia Security will bust him good, but he may not tell him where our stuff is. So see if you can at least get that out of him first.
Alright, I'll try to find him and the missing equipment.
Remember, It's most important that we find out where the equipment is. We can always deal with Hank later. We've got to do it before we lose track of it, before it gets sold, moved, or worse. And we've got to hope to whatever higher power you believe in that it wasn't jettisoned into space. We've got our work cut out for us. Good luck.
That would be so wrong if he jettisoned it out into space. Although, like, that was just, if you jettison it out in space, that's just you having a bone to pick with someone wanting to make people mad.
Can't believe we're still blowing up huge mineral deposits.
This here's the
Hey, Hank.
in the galaxy.
This is only my first
more resources that make
but I've already hauled more ore than any of the old timers could ever produce.
Should I see what the map
That's why they're jealous of me.
I've got some questions for you, Hank, about the new equipment. So, what's your story? What do you think of the mining work? What's your story?
My story? My story is that I don't like people asking what my story is.
Aggressive.
I'm just messing. But really, I don't want to talk about myself.
What do you think of mining work?
What? Standing around pointing a cutter at some rocks all day? It sucks, but it's easy, so whatever. Way better than my last job at Chunks, though.
I've got some questions for you, Hank, about the new equipment.
Questions, huh? Let me buy you a beer first.
Sure, but then we need to talk. No, first we talk. I don't need any distractions. I don't usually accept drinks from people I don't know I can trust.
Here you go. Anyway, I seen you talking to Trevor. What's someone like you doing sticking your nose where it doesn't belong?
We suspect you may have something to do with the missing equipment. Cut the crap. I know you took the new equipment, but I don't know why. I'm just trying to help Trevor. You went to get the equipment, but didn't return it.
You're right. I didn't want to bring it back, so I took it. I had to. Those guys all think I'm some kind of joke. And I'm stuck with this stupid 3-year contract. I can't afford to break it. So, screw Deimos, screw Trevor and all the other miners. Losing that equipment's the last straw for them. Did he tell you that? One last failure in a string of failures to meet quotas. It'll be layoffs for everyone, and I won't owe Deimos a damn credit.
Tell you what, you give me the equipment and no one ever needs to know? That's a terrible plan, and now that you told me, they'll arrest you. How could you do that to your coworkers? Isn't there a better way to get out of your contract than this?
No. Maybe. I don't know. You know what? Who cares? It's my plan, and I'm already doing it.
Tell me where the equipment is and no one needs to know.
Shit. You could turn me in. I'd be in jail, and this be all for nothing. Damn it. Fine. You got me. I'll take you to where I stashed it, and we can haul it back. But you better not be lying to me about not telling anyone.
I promise I won't turn you in. I just want the equipment back. Okay, but if you try anything stupid, I'll go straight to security. You should know I'm well armed and capable of defending myself if you go looking for trouble.
Yeah. I'm not an idiot. Just, follow me. We're going outside.
Your instincts are correct here, I think. Hank is not to be trusted.
Keep your gun on the ready, Andreja. All right.
Excuse me.
Let's go, Hank.
Yes. Hey.
Hi there, friend. Most visitors can't wait to get off this rock.
He's got a bit of a stupid plan. Because, you know, everybody would lose their contracts, but everybody would know he was the one who stole the equipment. So they would come after him one way or another anyway.
Oh, I hope no one walked off with you.
Yeah, that'd be bad if they did. You should probably have hidden in a better place if someone could just find it and walk off with it. Oh, you can just gonna go through the door before it even opens? You better wait for me out there. It didn't even open. That was BS. Thank you. Now where are you? You just went through the door without it actually opening. Oh, you're behind me? How did you get behind me? Anyway, where are we headed? You would think if you're on a red planet, you would want your mining crew to have some other color for their gear, so that way if you were looking for them, they would be easier to spot.
Man, I'm impressed you figured it all out on your own. I thought I was being real careful. It was so easy, right? Boss man Trevor's so loud sometimes, you know? And I got good hearing, so I overheard you all talking about this equipment. I knew what it meant to everyone and how screwed they'd all be without it. And then Trevor just lets me go pick it up because he thought I was showing initiative. It really was the perfect plan.
It really wasn't. You're not quite as intelligent as you think you are. But, you know, I mean, you were always going to get caught. It's just a matter of when, not if. Could have stashed it a little closer so we didn't have to do all this walking. Considering...
You know, it's too bad. I bet I could have made bank on selling this stuff. What do you think? $500 grand? Cool mill maybe? But where would I even have sold it? Not like I would have been able to march pallets of mining equipment down to James without anyone noticing. Probably best we're returning it, because what a nightmare that would have been trying to offload it.
Yeah, you probably never would have. What is that keeps popping up?
Would have been another huge pain in the ass.
I'm not even pushing any buttons.
What was I thinking? I guess I could have flown somewhere remote and buried it, dump it all in one of the old mines and forget about it. But then you would have been real screwed, huh? Good thing you found me before I did that. Am I right?
Yep. It is a good thing I found you before you did anything stupid. Or more stupid, I should say. Now you could pretend you were just too stupid to figure your way back.
Almost there, alright? I had to park my ship away so they wouldn't find it right away. I'm sure you get it.
Yep.
Seemed like a good idea at the time. Didn't think I'd be going all the way back so soon. At least you won't have to walk all the way back. I mean, you know, maybe we'll take the ship back to port and let someone else unload it, save ourselves the hassle of hauling it all back ourselves. Anyway, see it just up ahead?
Yep, I do. You do know that if they don't fire you and break your contract on you, they will insist that you do the worst of the worst junk jobs forever. If you hated your job before, you're really gonna hate it now.
Alright, that's enough. Now face me, so I don't have to shoot you in the back.
We don't have to do this, Hank. We can talk this through.
No, we got a problem we can't resolve. Namely, you know too much.
You like to talk. There's no reason for us to have a problem. Killing me won't save you. Other people suspect you're up to something. You're young. Are you really willing to risk death over this? Trying to tank an entire economy because you're insecure? That's crazy. You're young.
No, I mean, you don't think they'd kill me over this, do you?
Well, when they lose their job, they probably will. Killing me won't save you. Other people suspect you're up to something.
Not if I convince them you were behind it the whole time, newcomer. And after I kill you, I'll look like a hero.
Even if you kill me, your plan won't work the way you think it will.
Wait, you're saying everyone won't get laid off?
No, they'll just go to other mining places. Duh. There's no reason for us to have a problem. Going to jail won't help your situation.
Maybe you're right. Damn it. You're right. What the hell am I doing? This is freaking stupid, even for me.
It is.
This whole idea, I barely thought it through. I just acted because it seemed like my only shot. I really don't want to hurt anyone. I'm in too deep and I don't know what to do. I know I don't deserve it, but will you help me? Please?
If you turn yourself in, I promise to tell them to go easy on you. Sure, we'll say pirates followed you to Mars and tried to steal the goods, but you fended them off. How do I know I can trust you anymore?
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't if I were in your shoes. I can start by giving you my gun to prove I won't try to kill you. That's about all I can really do. For real, you made me see what I'm doing is wrong.
If you turn yourself in, I promise to tell them to go easy. Sure, we'll say pirates followed you to Mars and tried to steal the goods, but you fended them off.
Hey, I like how you think. You'd really do that for me? I mean, as long as they get the equipment back, no harm, no foul, right? And if they think I got it back for them, then maybe I'll finally get the respect I deserve. Yeah, I'm down for this. Let's do it.
Lying on his behalf now will only embolden him the next time he decides to do something stupid.
You're right. But, I mean, it's better than killing him, isn't it? Let's do some fast traveling. I don't need to do that whole run over again. I know you're upset, Andreja, but he's just a dumbass. He'll get caught again doing something else stupid. Maybe he'll settle down if everybody leaves him alone for a little bit.
Do your part to keep civilians.
Any luck?
Yep, we found him.
I'm looking forward to hearing all about this.
Well, I found out what happened with Hank and the equipment.
Oh, do tell. What took him so long?
Hank had some trouble with pirates who tried to steal it, but he managed to fight them off. He's a hero.
Wow, is that true, Hank? Sounds like you really gave it to him, eh? Well, good on you then.
Oh yeah. Well, I really just wanted to prove myself, you know, take initiative and stuff. So, I went early to go pick it up. But when I returned to Mars, I noticed that pirates were following me. I diverted from the spaceport and led them into the desert, where I fought them off and drove them away. Oh, it was wild, man.
Turns out
You're
I had
laying
you
on
all
it
wrong,
too
eh?
thick there,
You'll have
Hank.
to tell me all about it later. Let's allow our friend here to get going, though. I'll take it from here and get the equipment sorted out. Here's the credits I promised. I'm also throwing in some ore to repay you for what you got us before, and then some. We'll be able to recoup it in no time.
Don't happen to have any copper, do you?
Thanks for all your help. We couldn't have done it without you.
No problem.
It takes guts and character to get right.
The Office of
Well,
Governor
that was
would
nice.
like to remind all Sidonia citizens to do their part to keep Sidonia clean.
Okay.
I should have known Hank was going to be trouble. I hope jail teaches him a lesson.
Huh. You sent him to jail anyway, so I guess you knew. Well, my feline friends, that will end episode here. Please like and subscribe to come follow us again next time. See what our next adventure holds. Have a good one.